gotta have rainbow sprinkles and glazed twists.
Oh no.
This is my Friday ritual. I like to eat on Fridays. I used to go to a place that was right across the street from my house. They never had the ones that I wanted. So there's another place that's the opposite direction that I started going to, this one. Under new management, it says. Well, the new management must be the same management as that other place because they didn't have the donut I wanted. I like what I like. So comment below. Let me know what you think my favorite donut is. If you said rainbow sprinkles, you'd be right. So they actually had rainbow sprinkles, but my second favorite is a glazed twist. And I don't know what it is about the twisting of the glazed, but it tastes different than the round glazed to me. I'm in search of a glazed twist and a rainbow sprinkle. Okay, here we are, donut shop number 2. What the heck, man? I think someone's trying to tell me something. No rainbow sprinkles at that one. They had rainbow sprinkles at the other one, but no glazed twists. This one is like this every time I come here. They have glazed twists, but no rainbow sprinkles. My donut dreams have been dashed, which is a problem because I'm hungry. You know what that is? That is a jalapeno bagel, toasted, number 2, which is just egg and cheese. And instead of cheddar, I get Swiss. It's no rainbow sprinkle, but it's a close third. So right now, I'm reading this book called Talking to Strangers. It's Malcolm Gladwell's new book. The audiobook for this book is really good. Like, you should get this instead of the book because he cuts in audio from his research. So his interviews and some of the things he talks about, he cuts in audio. So the audiobook's really good. I'm about halfway through. It's a good book. Good morning, YouTube. We made it to the end of another week. So I just got through talking to my neighbor over here, Mr. Barry, and he was talking to me about how he's just really enjoying the news this year. And the news is something that I've done for years and years and years, right? But this year is different because I have an entire class dedicated to it, and I have, older students, so middle schoolers doing much of the work. And we've been able to put out some incredible, just so great. The content is fantastic. So I don't know how to explain it, but he was talking about how much he's enjoyed seeing some kids that you would not think would want to be on the news in front of people and putting themselves out there. But I've had this just such a wide range of kids interested in getting on the news, and I'm so happy about that. It was funny because last night I was putting together the news for this morning, and it's one of my favorite episodes we've ever done. It, like, hands down, I love it. There's so many kids involved with this episode. It begins with a public service announcement for this food drive that we're putting together, I talked about yesterday. And then it goes on to another announcement about Spirit Week next week, using 2 of my favorite students who are not the most, they don't like to put themselves out there on video. So like whenever my camera comes out, they always like don't want to be on. But I asked them yesterday, I said, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a little segment for me? And they're like, okay. And I'm like, awesome, here's your script. And they pull out the script and I give it to them. And they're like, Mr. N. So I got them to do this public service, not public service. They did this announcement for me about Spirit Week, and they did so good. We got it in one take, and it turned out so good. I'm gonna ask them if I could put it in the vlog. The news is cool because it just builds community. Like, everybody loves to see themselves once they're on the news. Like, those two girls are gonna be so embarrassed when they see this spot, but I'm telling you, they're gonna love it because it turned out so good. So good. So this book, Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell, is so interesting. That guy, like, really, what I love about his books is that he makes me think. He makes me think, like, really in a deep way. So Malcolm Gladwell, if you're out there, and I know you're not, I love you, man. Thank you so much for the gift of your writing. Love it. So thought-provoking.
Technically, you brought it up.
Okay, here's another hot tip for you. I don't know if YouTube is a rabbit hole for you, but for me, I get sucked into these videos and I just love it. I love it. So right now, I've been watching this guy named Steve Lato. He is an attorney from, I think he said, Michigan. And the first video that I watched of him, it was this thing called Welcome to Crazy Town Part 1. And it was this story of how he got hired to sue this car maintenance guy who didn't deliver on something, got a judgment against him. He didn't follow through on the payment, so the sheriffs went in, took a bunch of his stuff, sold it at auction, and gave that money to the people that, you know, brought the lawsuit. And then that was 7 years ago. So fast forward 7 years to now, that mechanic or garage owner sues him and all of the people involved with that case for wrongful whatever, you know. He wants all his stuff back, and it's this crazy thing. So he's detailing this whole case out, and I just find it so fascinating. It's weird. It's just him sitting in front of a camera with a microphone talking about this case. And part 2 came out the next week, and I couldn't wait for it to come out. And then part 3 just came out, and I was watching it. YouTube, you're such a rabbit hole. So this morning I have a visitor coming in third period. Third period is my eSports class, and my favorite teacher at this school, her name is Rachel Garcia. Miss Garcia is coming and bringing her first graders into my 7th grade eSports class, and we're gonna teach them how to play some Super Smash Bros. And I can't wait for that. I love the little guys too. I just love teaching, you guys. I love teaching. So we've been working on this for like a month and a half now, trying to get a time when we could come together. And we went back and forth this week on times, and finally came up with a time of third period today, and can't wait. So right now I have first graders in here that came kind of like a little buddy situation, and they're inside playing Super Smash with my eSports class. Let's take a look. All right, so it's 5th period. 5th period is my prep period. And so I've gotten through periods 1, 2, 3, and 4. I love Fridays. I love Fridays. So I got one more period to go. 6th period, and 6th period for me on Fridays is PE time. So I'm going out there, and I heard they're gonna slow dance. And if any of you guys teach middle school, you know, like the cliche of boys on one side and girls on the other side holds true. It works even in a class setting. The girls like to sit on one side and the boys like to sit on the other side. And there's a few awkward intermingling, but for the most part, they like pretty much stay away from each other. So I'm not sure how this is going to go with the slow dancing in PE, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll see if I can get a little footage snuck in there for you. But thanks for hanging out with me. Another week is down in the record books. I hope you had a fantastic week. I had another great week. I got observed this week. That really went really well. Had a really good staff meeting. These are all weird things for me, by the way, but they were good. It was a good week. Had a good week of learning, good week of teaching, good week of parenting, and I don't know. I hope you had a good week too. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to get notified every time that I upload a new video, go ahead and hit that notification bell right down there. Until we meet again, friends, be kind, be honest, and be a friend. That's the vlog, and I'm out of here. See you later.